I don't think it's a stretch to say that for many Americans, they have not always had the best experience, working with Indians. The bad call center rep is kind of legendary. And so I was wondering if you could kind of walk us through, why is that? Why do people have those bad experiences? And what do you do to make that better? Can you give us some insight into what's happening there?
You're right. I mean, you're not wrong when you say that people do think about the bad call center reps. That's the experience that most Americans must have had about, working with Indians. But what's also true is it's not a realistic indication of the talent pool in India. So what you got to understand is, some of these reps, most of these reps, to be precise, are probably high school dropouts or youngsters who are just out of college who would have very little to no understanding of what American culture is. So they are put on the roles with very minimum training. So these would be basically the bottom strata of the talent pool in India, and they have very little to no training on dealing with cultural nuances. So that goes on to prove the experiences most Americans must have had while dealing with them. Okay, but the Indian job pool is very versatile, and one would be surprised to know that even people like Sundar Pichai, the CEO of Google, or Satya Nadella, the CEO of Microsoft, they come from India, right? So you can find great talent in India, but you just have to be open-minded and you got to do the right thing, because what's inexpensive may not always be the best solution. And some of the things that has made us successful working with our American clientele would be creating cultural intelligence, making people more empathetic towards other cultures, improving communication, practicing active listening, and problem-solving skills. These are some things that helps them even if they get into a situation where they have to resolve conflicts. These are some of the things that have been very, very helpful for us and has made us successful in our interactions with our clients.
And that's been my experience as well. What we find is for some people, they're just going overseas to cut costs, and that's what you often see in these call centers, and it gives everybody a bad experience, but that's not what it's like